Whitney Houston, the voice of an icon. Whitney Elizabeth Houston, or Nippy, a name affectionately given to her by her father, John Houston, was born on August 9, 1963, in Newark, New Jersey. She started out singing as a child at New Hope Baptist Church in Newark, where her mother, Sissy Houston, was a minister of music for 54 years. By age 11, she was singing solos to an odd congregation. Houston attended Franklin Elementary School in East Orange, New Jersey, where she grew up. The school was later renamed the Whitney Houston Academy of Creative and Performing Arts in 1997. Before her singing career took off, Houston had been a fashion model since 16 after she was spotted by a modeling agent while out in New York City with her mother. She was one of the first black women to appear in 17 magazine, and also landed photo spreads in such publications as Glamour and Cosmopolitan. In 1985, Houston released Saving All My Love for You, a song from her self-titled debut album about unrequited love. The single would become her first #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, and earned Houston her first Grammy Award for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance in 1986. Houston's hits from the mid-80s like Saving All My Love for You, How Will I Know, and Greatest Love of All were among the chart toppers that earned the rising star several consecutive Billboard Hot 100 hits. When Where Do Broken Hearts Go reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in April 1988, Houston shattered the record previously held by the Beatles and the Bee Gees. Over the years, the rumor mill has spun about Houston's relationship with her friend and former assistant Robin Crawford. According to Crawford, the two met each other as teenagers in 1980 while working as summer camp counselors in East Orange, New Jersey, where the two formed an immediate bond. In her 2019 memoir, A Song for You, My Life with Whitney Houston, Crawford claimed they began a lesbian relationship at this summer camp, where the two allegedly spent the night together. In the book, Crawford shared, Whitney said we shouldn't be physical anymore, because it would make our journey even more difficult. Supposedly, it was Houston who ended their intimate relationship in 1982. Houston and Bobby Brown of the R&B group New Edition met at the 1989 Soul Train Music Awards, where Houston invited Brown to a party afterward. The couple's relationship came as a surprise to many. Brown was known for his bad boy persona, while Houston was known as the good church girl. The couple, respectively successful in their solo careers, married on July 18, 1992, and welcomed daughter Bobby Christina Brown on March 4, 1993. However, their relationship soon became mired with allegations of drug addiction, physical abuse, and infidelity. The two officially divorced in 2007. In 1992, a 29-year-old Houston made her film acting breakthrough in The Bodyguard, portraying the character Rachel Marin, a superstar who finds love with her bodyguard, Frank Farmer Kevin Costner, amid the threat of a dangerous fan. The film earned more than $410 million worldwide. Its soundtrack sold over 2 million copies within 5 weeks of its release. I Will Always Love You would become Houston's signature song, earning the star the 1990 Grammy Awards for Record of the Year and Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. In 2002, Whitney became embroiled in a legal war with John Houston Entertainment, owned by her father. The lawsuit claimed the singer failed to pay the company for legal management, including representing her during a drug bust in Hawaii in January 2000. The suit also claimed the management company helped the singer secure a $100 million contract with Arista Records. Whitney's father, who had been dealing with health issues, died the following year, in 2003. In a 2009 conversation with Oprah Winfrey, the singer revealed she had visited John in the hospital and made amends with him before he passed away. Fans began worrying for Houston, whose noticeably thinner physique in pictured appearances sparked health concerns. At this time, the singer had canceled several gigs and consistently made headlines for her ostensibly erratic behavior. Then, in 2002, Houston emerged in a televised sit-down interview with Diane Sawyer that would alter her public image forever. While promoting her album, Just Whitney, Houston admitted to indulging in alcohol and marijuana in the past. When Sawyer inquired about the more recent rumors of her unhealthy drug use, asking about crack specifically, Houston shot back, "Crack is cheap. I make too much money to ever smoke crack. Let's get that straight, okay? We don't do crack. Crack is whack." The infamous "crack is whack" phrase troubled viewers, and the interview served as an unofficial confirmation that there was truth to the stories of Houston's drug dependency. By the early 2000s, it was publicly known that Houston was battling drug addiction. The singer initially began rehab in 2004 and again in 2005 with the support of her mother, Cissy Houston. Houston by this time had garnered more than 400 awards throughout her career, including 6 Grammy Awards, 22 American Music Awards, and several Billboard Music Awards, making her the most awarded female artist of all time. Speaking about her love for singing, the icon said, "God gave me a voice to sing with. And when you have that, what other gimmick is there?" Houston was impressed with Alicia Keys' music and personally reached out to the singer-songwriter about working together on her follow-up to 2003's One Wish, the holiday album. The two became friends, and in 2009 Houston released the single $1 Million Bill, written and produced by Keys and her music producer husband, Swizz Beatz. Recorded in New York City, $1 Million Bill served as the last single of Houston from her 7th studio album, I Look to You, her last project before her untimely death in 2012. On February 11, 2012, Houston was found dead inside a bathtub by her bodyguard at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in California, just hours before the singer was expected to attend a pre-Grammy Awards event in Los Angeles. She was 48 years old. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office determined drowning, heart disease, and cocaine use as the cause of death. Various prescription medication bottles were also found in her hotel room at the time of her passing. The burial follows a nearly 4-hour homegoing ceremony Saturday at the New Hope Baptist Church in Newark. Houston's mother Cissy Houston and her daughter, Bobby Christina Brown, were joined by mourners at the invitation-only service. Whitney Houston was laid to rest on February 19, 2012 in a private burial service in Westfield, New Jersey Fairview Cemetery. She was buried next to her father, John Russell Houston, who died in 2003. 3 years later, another tombstone was added in between them. Her daughter, Bobby Christina Brown, died at age 22 in an eerily similar scenario after being discovered unconscious in her bathtub in January 2015. After 6 months spent in a comatose state, Bobby died from lobar pneumonia in July. On November 7, 2020, Whitney Houston was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, with Alicia Keys giving an induction speech for the star.